LowTiergod is probably the...
On a side note, I'm not going to say I have a strong distaste for LowTiergod. I'm not going to say that I hate LowTiergod. I just don't like the guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's no offense to anybody that does, you know. Shout out to you guys. I'm just not a LowTiergod kind of guy. That's all it is, respectfully.
The internet's biggest punching bag, except his ego is so massive, so gargantuan, that it somehow obfuscates that fact for himself. I don't normally use this type of lingo because frankly it's used by a bunch of white commentary YouTubers, but LowTiergod is a lol cow. He is quite literally milked for laughs and he doesn't realize it.
Ooh.
And maybe it's the fact that at times his humor can cause people to laugh with him briefly enough to where he can overlook the fact that the other 99% of the time we're laughing at him. And then don't get me started on his tough guy persona. Whenever he's baby raging and yapping to the camera, he always tries to assert this tough guy exaggerated masculine persona. It's corny as shit, I'm not gonna lie. He's a grown man. He needs to be secure with himself. How has he lived to like 40 years old without developing his self-love? But did you know that LowTiergod...
Dang, how old is he? Let me look. Let me look. Hold on. How old is LowTiergod? And his birthday is... That didn't answer my question. Definitely didn't answer my question at all. Thank you for that, though. I'm glad you know his birth. You know, I did ask for his birthday, didn't I? No, I did not ask how old he was. Yeah. Oh, he's actually 40. He's about to be 41. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's just a gimmick. Maybe it's just a gimmick for him. It could be, you know?
To know he's that old because he's also a creep, allegedly, who frequently tries to appear to be younger on the internet because he realizes that if the masses seen a grown 40-year-old adult baby raging over pixels on a screen, they wouldn't even waste an ounce of their existence on acknowledging him. Before I start, let me tell you guys,
That's a tough look.
Less journalistic, more just roasting, because frankly, this guy deserves it. This is the destruction of LowTiergod, the Hood Socrates production. Let's just start with the problems. For some reason, LowTiergod has it in his head that he's this near perfect specimen. This is seen throughout everything he does, from when he plays video games, that he loses frequently, by the way, or when he tells his extremely specific jokes where he establishes himself as the dominant person and the one on the receiving end as this helpless individual.
It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal for you to be in my chat. You're a bum. You don't live my life, so you wouldn't know what's a big deal. You're a worthless ass in my YouTube chat. You don't know how it feels to be in my shoes. You don't get money. You're a worthless ass. You're in my chat on a Friday night. You don't have an audience. Your life sucks. You were born for nothing. It wouldn't be a big deal to you because when nobody want to use you, you're worthless.
And that's him going off on a random guy and clearly projecting his own insecurities, which is crazy because the thing about LowTiergod is that he's known for calling himself mentally untouchable, which has caused various people. Actually, scratch that. It's caused the entire internet to troll him about it.
Determined, resilient, confident, mentally untouchable.
Yes, niggas made a mentally untouchable edit on LowTiergod because there's so much irony in it. But that brings me to the games because Mr. Untouchable truly isn't untouchable. And this is always seen whenever he picks up a controller.
Yo, GG's, get around.
Wow, why does this bum ass keep talking? Shut your ass up. We corny ass. They don't permanent. Or straight up with
GG's.
Shut up, bitch ass.
So he's not as untouchable as you would think. Well, you probably didn't think he was untouchable, but you get what I'm saying. And that's because it's a facade, okay? LowTiergod is an insecure man with an ego problem. The ego is his desperate attempt at not crumbling when his obvious flaws are made even more apparent. You have to remember, LowTiergod is 40 years old doing this stuff. He got rage baited by positivity. That's not normal. He's not a well-adjusted human. He's not mentally untouchable. I mean, if anything...
Getting rage baited by positivity is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. He's spitting right now. What's good, Mo?
These people are caressing his brain. They got Brody in a mean Itachi genjutsu. And it's gotten so bad that the nigga has made it a skill to rage quit.
Round one, fight.
Then the comment section of this video, this guy said he didn't even leave his daughter that fast. Which, spoiler alert, he does have a hidden daughter, but that's for later in the video.
That's crazy. Yo, nah, we got sauce.
Muscle memory for leaving games. And I understand though, not everybody is built for games. And the only
Facts.
thing LowTiergod is built for is being a one-piece character. And maybe I shouldn't be talking because I'm a tall, skinny nigga. But he's built like Bond Clay or something. Y'all see the resemblance? Dude got the biggest body, but he skips leg day. I'm getting off topic though. I seen a clip of this guy acting like he's a motion machine.
Yo, he frying his shit right now.
Disconnecting himself from everything but getting to the bag.
No, I don't watch anime. I think it's a waste of my retinas. Never got into anime, never will. I know.
You play video games, nigga. Maybe that just doesn't make sense to me. You stream, you make YouTube videos. You're 40, and your content is based on video games. and being bad at them. You're not even good at them. So why is anime a waste of your time, but being perpetually ass at video games isn't? Just a thought. Just a thought. I don't know.
I remember when I was younger, I would get like emotional connections to teams losing and things like, why am I getting upset over these niggas making millions? I'm just watching other people be great and investing emotion in things that have nothing to do with my cognitive. Like I said, I don't have emotion like that anymore. When I cut off this stream, my face is blank. There's nothing to talk about. I don't give a damn about unless it has to do with Brandon.
Oh yeah, and by the way, that caption is correct. He does have a restraining order. Here's the proof right there. The funny thing is,
hold on. No. We're not gonna let that slide. We're not gonna let that slide. What this is? I can't even read what this is. I don't even understand this. But we're gonna pretend like we do. Future hearings, party information, proceedings. Dale Emmanuel Wilson. Bro, your initial spell do. That's Q. MD, Mari, no, Deidre Mari Malden. Interesting. Back in 2005, that was when he was 20. Wait, domestic violence prevention with what? Domestic violence prevention without minor children? I don't understand. Disposition 2014. What is this? Petitioner, respondent. Okay. 2005. Domestic violence protection without a minor case. Yeah, petitioner. Deidre Mullen. Same day. With minor. Case institution on behalf of petitioner. Her. Same day. Declaration and notice given on behalf of her. Filed and entered. Dang, this was 20 years ago. This was after his birthday, so he was 21 at this point. I mean, people make mistakes, right? I should hope you're not making mistakes that require this, but, you know, I don't know the circumstances. So as much as I don't like the guy, I'm not going to sit here and fry him too crazy.
Order, here's the proof right there. The funny thing is, LowTiergod probably thinks he sounds cool saying that, but needing to say corny stuff like that says a lot more about someone's character. If he actually had swag, maybe stopped constantly yelling over video games, people probably wouldn't clown him the way they do, and they would probably believe he actually is getting to the bag.
That's facts. Could just be a gimmick, though.
Dude, Street Fighter 5 is the worst game on the planet, dude. I lost to the world's worst Nash. I had the game won. What the happened?
These childish outbursts are because his real personality is seeping through the mask he's been wearing. Let's keep it a bean. After a certain age, raging this hard needs to stop. I used to rage, crazy even, but after a while, I started to grasp it. I understood it. I don't think LowTiergod understands it.
Then you dumbass, you talking about these hair pieces and you know why?
I'll say this. Once you reach a certain point, there's a lot of guys that just don't get older and don't grow up. That's not an offense to them, but I realize that some people, both guys and girls, we're not just going to say guys, both guys and girls just don't reach that next stage of understanding, reach that next level of evolution in their life. And it can happen to anybody. You should hope that everybody always keeps learning, but everybody knows that one parent or that uncle, that aunt, that even your grandparents, where they just refuse to try and learn anything new. You try to explain them something and they're saying they're calling it slurs. They're saying it's weird. They're saying what y'all doing all that for back in my day, this, that, and the third. But they never try to actually understand and grasp the concept because their mind went from wet cement, which it is in your teens and 20s, to hard cement, like it's rock solid. There's nothing in their brain that's going to change. And acceptable, I mean, because that's just a social norm. And as you get older, obviously your brain just doesn't, you can only fit but so much in your mind. And there's so many other real world problems that you have to deal with on a daily. So some people just don't work on themselves. Some people just don't focus on the issues that they have, or they just don't identify them as issues because they never had to, or nobody's ever held them accountable. It can be a myriad of things. So I don't want to say that, no, I don't think it's an act. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt and act like it was an act. I've never thought it was an act. I thought this was just who he is. But even if we're trying to give him some grace, the only grace that I can give him is that I can see him still being like a grown adult and still getting mad at video games. I don't think there will ever be a point where you don't get mad at video games. I think it like, hold on, I gotta think this for a second. Like, the biggest thing for me, right? Imagine getting off your 9 to 5. You worked 8 a.m. to like 6 p.m. You get off work, you come home, you get on the game, right? And when you get on the game, you start losing, but not losing like close ones. Not like, you know, I win one, I lose one, I win one, I lose one, I lose one, I win one, I win one, I win one, I lose one. No. You're just getting thrashed. Like you're bad. Like it's just a terrible night for you. And people are just going, like people are bending you over and giving it to you. Like at that point, what do you say? What do? You just take it? You just accept it because that's what it is? Like you're going to start yelling. You're going to be very frustrated because you're a grown adult with grown adult responsibilities and you can't escape that reality. And I can understand that. But he does a little much. I'm not gonna lie. 40 is crazy though.
Be saying that corny because I've been on the internet for 10 years and never deteriorated. That's why. They like, this supposed to go bald. This supposed to get ugly. Damn, how LTG still looking good 10 years into this motherfucker? God, something got it. Like, what's wrong with this? Nothing. I didn't go bald 10 years. It must be a hairpiece. You like, get the out of here, man. Sorry, bum. Take care of myself. Sorry, I got a full head of hair. Sorry, I'm 6'5". Sorry, I'm 200 and something pounds. Sorry, I'm a good-looking guy. Sorry, I got clearly pizzazz that you're gravitated to every day.
And then on top of that,
I don't think it's that deep.
They're just so embarrassing. He is frequently embarrassing himself.
I don't think it's that crazy. I don't think he needed to go that far. Like how many hairpiece comments must you have gotten for you to sit there and say, yeah, this is how I want to respond to this? It's kind of crazy.
Just go on TikTok. His digital footprint is fried to the core. I don't really understand how someone can be content with their image being shaped by them being a person who baby raises on games, but that's why LowTiergod is a lolcow. I think he realizes that if he allows himself to be the butt of the joke, he'll stay relevant, which is a shame because he's funny as hell. And I know that sounds crazy, but when you put the weird stuff aside, not saying you should, you can see the humor in the jokes. But maybe in LowTiergod's case, him being insane is what's fueling the humor in his jokes. Since we're on the topic of jokes,
I can see that.
About his out-of-pocketness. I believe he has internalized hatred. He constantly makes jokes about black people or BBC jokes. Yes, this nigga makes BBC jokes.
This nigga's so busy trying to stream snipe me that his mom and his dad called over the nearest black man that was a neighbor at barbecue for him the day before yesterday, showed him how to barbecue, showed him how to barbecue in a goddamn charcoal grill. He said no propane. This motherfucker came over. They said, hold on, before you come over, we want you to wear that kiss the cook robe with nothing else under it, and you gotta wear Vaseline all over your body. This dude comes over. At first, his pops was recording. You know, his pops was recording his mom get banged out, long stroke, busted inside her, everything. Now the trick was, he threw out a couple of racks that said 10,000 on each band to rap. If the dad said, the nigga that I'm playing right now, the nigga that's stream sniping, this nigga's pop said, all right, well, hold on, I got a pop position for you. This nigga's probably Mexican. Most Mexicans play blind.
Why is he getting so vivid with the description? I don't understand. What? To be fair, I don't watch his streams, but has he really been getting down like this the whole time? He really be talking like this?
Or whatever the fuck he is. He said, I have a proposition for you. He said, all right, well, nigga, what is it? I give you $20,000 if you call the ass. He's like, hold on a second. Hold on. You telling me you gonna give me
$20,000 you in the ass? Can I use it? My friend,
you use whatever you want, but I want you to fucking ask us $20,000. You want to take it or do you not? He said, hold on a minute. You ain't got no cameras in here, do you? The offer is on the table. Do you want to me or not? The dude said, all right, my nigga, Ben, go ahead and this nigga. While he in there fucking playing stream sniping me, his pops is in there getting right after his mother mom.
Why do you think this nigga stream sniping every tag he bored?
Yo, the comments are his stream comments is exactly the same reaction that I'm having. I'm lost as hell.
Neighbor with the BBC.
And I mean, what type of deranged mind do you have to make these jokes?
That's too much of a story, dude.
It's so absurd and elaborate, and he seemingly cooks this shit up on the spot, but goddamn, he's not.
He's got a creative imagination.
This type of eccentricism to childhood. Actually, let me take that back. He's not eccentric. He's just a dork, low key. He got dork energy. No grown man is spamming mom jokes in the Grand 2-5. We're in July 2025, almost August, and I know for him, jokes like these guys
never goes out of style.
To the basket is gonna hit every time. But even LowTiergod started to realize maybe he should chill out on these jokes.
Did my barber mess up my lineup? Nah, but your mom. Man, I had the perfect roast. Here's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna time y'all for 80,000. Have a good night.
But like I said, LowTiergod has internalized self-hatred. He is so racist that he has coined a new term for black people he dislikes. If you've ever heard the word ROG, it originates from LowTiergod and is commonly associated with him because he coined the freaking term. ROG is just something he calls black people, is derogatory, it's rude. Now people have flipped it back and started saying LowTiergod is rogging out. My thing is, I think he somehow channeled his inner racist spirit and is even more racist than the clan, because how are you cooking up new racial remarks? This dude is literally a prodigious racist.
All I gotta say is there's always somebody black. That's all I gotta say. Something because I'm wearing a Balenciaga tee on stream. I done already rocked a million times outside of streaming. If I want to put on a tee I paid for it, I'm gonna do it. What's wrong with these niggas? Oh, you focusing on the wrong things, gang. There's always some goddamn quote unquote African American on my every single time. Pull up for the fade. Like always a black, bro. I'm always bothered.
See, I was about to sit there and defend his take a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because there does tend to be some interesting characters in the community. But he lost me when he's doing this in his Twitch chat about some random talking about his shirt that he probably doesn't even know is black. That kind of throws me. But go off the LowTiergod.
Like, get off my deck. Why have I only ever caught fade with? How come I never had a fight with a white guy, with an Asian guy, with an Indian guy, with a Hispanic guy? The come catch his thing, bro. Cycle ever stop?
All right, number one, that's clearly fake Balenci. Already legit checked it. I'm trolling. I did not legit check anything. But this probably
I was about to say.
Number two, getting this out of body because someone is calling out your fake designer is crazy. I mean, it doesn't really matter if it's fake.
Yeah.
It's just clothing. Rock what you want to rock, wear what you want to wear. No one should care. Granted,
Facts.
Personally, I'm gonna get the real designer, but I'm not gonna judge. I'm just saying, anyone calling
Designer don't matter to me anyways. Designer low-key corny. So if you like designer, get designer, gang. If you don't want to rock designer but you want to look cool, just get you some blank tees. Just get you some blank tees, gang. Get you some nice materialed blank tees. White, black, beige, earth tones. If that matches your skin, bright colors. Just don't get fluorescent. That's perfectly fine. And you still look clean. You look good. You feel what I'm saying? You doing it. You doing it. You know what I'm saying? What's that word to Diddy? You doing it, daddy. You know, like do your thing, play. Do your thing, player. But you don't gotta wear fake and then claim it's real. That's where you get messed up. If you wear fake because you just like the style, but you don't care that it's authentic, perfectly fine. A shirt's a shirt. But when you feel like you gotta lie, nah, I can't even, twin. Can't even.
You out on your fake clothing should not enable you to go on a racist rant. That just shows your insecurity. He hates himself. He dislikes that he's black and he expresses it through his constant belittlement of black people.
I don't think he dislikes that he's black. I think that's a little bit of stretch, DH. But I do think he low-key dislikes himself. I think he got mentally. I think he got something up here in here that he's not comfortable with.
I do want to stray away from this for a second because I want to talk about some more serious stuff. There's a lot of debate about LowTiergod's identity, and that's because the politics that come with that are heavy.
Wow, typical Asian.
What do you mean it's your first time playing this?
It's my first time playing this shit. I ignored it when it came out.
You never played a gang? Oh my god.
Nigga, I play fighting games, bro.
Are you playing or not, bro?
38?
Nigga, I'm not 38.
God damn.
You like 50, right?
I'm 50.
Just got to eat that one. There you go. Play into it.
Yes, LowTiergod denied his age here. People have been so keen on finding LowTiergod's name and age because it was crucial in piecing together his dark past, one filled with many skeletons. And really, you should watch the video. The thumbnail is the title, and it goes over all the crazy stuff that I'm talking about relating to his age. I'm not qualified to speak on it, but I did want to mention it. Now, if you've noticed, LowTiergod goes by an alias, Dollarwin Sparrow, and he does this to obfuscate his real identity. And granted, he's valid in doing so, or at least he was. That was before I seen this video, okay? There's a reason why he's hiding his real age. This video goes over it all. LTG's real name is Dale Wilson, and he is 40 years old, and this year he is going to be turning 41. And this was confirmed in an old clip of him saying his real name, a trademark on the name LowTiergod that's owned by Dale Wilson, and it's also confirmed by what I believe is a birth certificate.
For those of you that really are so fascinated with my government name, yes, my government name is Dale Wilson.
And big thanks to Shang. This info was got from his video, which was actually taken down by LowTiergod. I wonder why. As you can see, Dale is a 40-year-old man learning as a teenager online because he recognizes that his behavior is not fit for a grown man. You shouldn't be screaming at a camera every day for hours and not touching grass. He really should have started a family by now, which, you know, he kind of did. He has a daughter. Let's talk about that. The crazy part is him being a deadbeat might.
On a side note, he does not. There's some people that aren't fit to be parents. He's one of those people. All right, let's call a spade a spade. Everybody, just because they're old enough to have kids, should not reproduce. There's a lot. Natural selection hasn't been natural selecting enough lately. I'll be that guy. You know what? Come in close. Come in close. Come in close. Let me talk to you. 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 You feel what I'm saying? Natural selection hasn't been natural selecting enough. Everybody's not fit to be a parent. And that's okay. Some of you are just working class citizens. There's nothing wrong with that. We still need your services, you know what I'm saying? Some people's bloodlines just aren't meant to succeed beyond a certain point, or aren't meant to mix in certain waters. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly acceptable, right? But we shouldn't force people to feel like they need to be parents and moms and dads, because everybody's not meant to be a mom and a dad. Everybody's not even meant to be a husband and a wife. We see all these people getting married because they want, I want a wife. Oh, I want a husband. But do you want to be a wife? Do you want to be a husband? Love isn't a feeling. When you think love's a feeling, you're losing the plot. Love is a choice. When you wake up next to that person and when you end up laying down with that girl, and she wake up in the morning after she got her makeup all taken off and everything, and you look over at her and she got that hot morning breath, and she don't look the exact same as she did when she has her makeup caked on, do you still like her? That's a choice, right? She's not going to be a 12 out of 10 every time you see her. And that's perfectly fine. That's what love is. It's a choice. You make the decision and say, you know what? You're not bad by conventional standards 24/7, but I still rock with you regardless. If you're a girl, eventually a man's going to lose his hair. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Now, there's some exceptions, but for the most part, we're all going to experience it at some point. Some people sooner than others. When that happens, are you still going to rock with bro? Like, he can't really change that. He can't really control that. I mean, you could do like Bosley and stuff like that, but like, for the most part, you can't really control that. So in that case, are you still going to rock with him? Is he still cool with you? If he is, then fantastic. That's love. Love is the decisions you make in the process of caring for somebody. Love isn't a feeling. It's not he bought me flowers. Oh, he bought me a necklace. That those butterflies in your stomach, the jittery feeling you get. Oh my goodness, the dinner she made when I got off work was just so amazing. Oh, I'm so filled. She's so beautiful. Like that's not love, right? Love is the choice to care about somebody even when most others wouldn't. When most others would feel like it's too stressful. There's too many problems involved. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's not, long story short, I went on that side tangent to just say this. Everybody's not meant to be a parent. That's cool. And, as a content creator, I don't necessarily think that LowTiergod falls into the category of people that should have kids, especially if he's 40 and he has a daughter that's apparently hidden and nobody knows anything about it. But I think DH is about to drop that sauce right here. But either way, just let it slide. Just let it slide. Everybody's not meant. It's not meant for you. Not everything's meant for everybody. We love that for you.
Had been the best choice. I don't think I have to explain, but LowTiergod is clearly not fit to be a father. He's an immature guy who raised on the internet, and for how we know he has a daughter is because they actually interviewed his baby mom. I'm so serious. They found the baby mom, got her on an interview, and it was crazy. But I feel like this video is getting long enough, so I'm not going to be showing you any clips. You can fight me about it, don't care. But if you're genuinely interested,
DH, come on, gang.
Look it up. You'll find it instantly. I mentioned it.
I'm not mad at you.
It's genuinely scary. LowTiergod is the end result of someone who has never been checked, someone who's never been criticized by people who care for him. He's out here pretending to be this young poppin' content creator while being a deadbeat dad living in Section 8 with tons of debt in the 100,000s. And I mean, this video isn't even doing it justice. There's so many people who care for him. He's out here pretending to be this young poppin' content creator while being a deadbeat dad living in Section 8 with tons of debt in the 100,000s. And I mean, this video isn't even doing it justice. There's so many things that can be said about LowTiergod. Is low-key better? He's not in his
hundreds and thousands of debt.
He is. And also the, low tier thing. But I still won't act like it's not depressing.
There's no way he's living in Section 8, right? No way. Bro's been streaming and making YouTube videos since... No, I was still alive. I was about to say. He's 40. If he started when he was... Well, if he started when he was 20, then, feed his time. But if he wasn't, then then yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's no reason. There's actually no reason for him to be living in Section 8 with hundreds of thousands in debt. He doesn't look like he has medical issues. What's the beef? What's the issue?
You got this grown man neglecting his responsibilities and not trying to take care of the life he created. And what makes it worse is that he's very open about his disdain for his child.
Fuck off my doorstep. I did not agree that you were a product of casual, and I would have had the tool tucked just in case. I mean, is there an issue? Wait, hold on, you pulling a gun on me? Absolutely, bro.
I'm gonna play that back. Maybe I'm tripping.
Get the fuck off my door, and I would have had the tool
And for his child.
fuck off my doorstep. I did not agree that you were a product of casual, and I would have had the tool tucked just in case. I mean, is there an issue? Wait, hold on, you pulling a gun on me? Absolutely, bro. Get the fuck off my doorstep. I did not agree to have you. There's a girl. I'm like, did I stutter? Get off the doorstep. You are not one of my authentic children. Get out of here. Your debt, my debt has been paid. Here. Locked.
Clips like these also helped in discovering he had a child because he's prone to leaking information this way. It's the equivalent of people talking about their problems but replacing themselves with my friend. In general though, LowTiergod truly is a despicable person.
That's
Only
bad.
the internet could birth someone like him. I just wanted to clown him a little bit. There's much better videos on the subject that actually go in depth. This one in particular is really good. And like I said, it further explains why Dale is so keen on hiding his age. And if you were to take away anything from this video, don't end up like him. Don't be a deadbeat and subscribe to DH. He's a cool kid, especially if you like unsolicited opinions. But join my membership, join my Discord. I do want that shit to be active. Y'all be easy. Bye bye.
Facts. Shout out that boy DH gang. What would the world do without him? You know what I'm saying? Man, matter of fact, hold on. Did he? Oh yeah, see, I already had the second one queued up. You know what I'm saying? Got to. He had 30K. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, DH.